See, if you are struggling to promote your music or build a fan base, you need to watch this video. Now, if you are a single person and you don't have a team, you need to stop viewing music as a creative and start viewing music as a businessman. Now stay with me. You are good in the creativity part, yes, understood. But now you need to understand how human beings think. And the first thing that you need to do is to define your brand. This word right here. Define your brand and audience. Like I always say, brand is how you make people feel when they interact with you. So which kind of emotions do you want to evoke from a person when the person interacts with you? Now you need to define it yourself. Let's say this is your first time releasing music. Now in business, there's something that we do that most musicians don't do. And it's something that we call the ideal customer. But in music terms, it's not an ideal customer, it's ideal fan. And this should be clearly defined by you, the artist. So now you need to ask yourself these three questions. Who is your ideal fan? Which fan would you want to support you? What are their interests? Which kind of music do they listen to? And where do they hang out online? Their interests should be in line with your interests. And the type of music they listen to should be in line with the type of music that you make. And where they hang out online is very, very important because that's where you are going to find them, especially if you are not going on the ground boots work. For example, there's this group called Wondu Music, right? They just came out. They are a gospel group and they released a song called God of Wonders. This particular song. So we're asking for Wondu Music, what would be their ideal fan? It's a gospel group. Good. Now, what will be the interest of the fans? The interest will be what? God, Jesus, Bible. I could go on. And what type of music do they listen to? It's going to be what? Gospel music. And where are they online? Now, this thing is important because that's where we are going to find them. Do you understand the analogy that I'm giving right here? Let's just say we are looking for where they hang out online, right? On WhatsApp, it's going to be what? Gospel groups. On Facebook, it's basically going to be pages that are interested in God, Jesus, the Bible. You understand? You need to define this so that you'll be able to find your fans because your fans are what are going to support you or sustain your career. The thing right here we are trying to avoid is that we don't want to make music for everyone. Now here's the thing. If you make music for everyone, you're making music for no one. And now you're just depending solely on luck. You want to be able to control how successful you become. Do you understand? Niching down is very, very important if you want to blow up faster. Now let me give you a scenario. Let's just say this is you, right? And now this is your niche. Your own is gospel music, right? And now these are your fans. You found new fans. Yes, these are them, the dots here. Now remember, these people, if you make music to them, they are going to be interested and they have friends and family. And so they are going to propagate your music. And so your circle begins to widen more. But if you do music for everyone, you not get people to be able to love you. Like you want true fans. So you have to do music specifically for them. And now when they propagate it, you get more fans, right? The more dots. And now those people will also propagate it. Do you understand? And now it's widening and it's widening. Do you understand how we're able to get a lot of people? We didn't start by getting a lot of people. We started by getting our small circle. Gospel, they propagate, preach the word. These people also get it. They propagate. These people also get it. They propagate. Do you understand? That's why the more niche down you are creating solid fan base. Here's the thing. The niche doesn't necessarily have to be only music. No. It can be personality, it can be dressing, it can be anything. Things that people are interested in, right? We have content creators who are not musicians, right? But they have ideal fans. The ideal fans, their interest, the kind of music. Because we are talking about music, that's why I said the kind of music that they listen to before I spoke about where they hang out online. Do you understand? Good. Now that's the step one. One of the most important things that we are trying to create is the halo effect. And the halo effect is that whatever you do, somebody likes it. You understand? Once we create that particular thing, anything that we do, they'll like it. And now when we put our music out there, they will like it. Did you get the first step? Now we're going on to the next step. Create high quality music and visuals. Now there's a certain standard that music quality has reached, right? And this is because when you have fed something so much in high quality, now that thing becomes your new normal. And now anything that is below that, you feel it. Let me explain. Listen to the type of music coming out right now. They are all high quality. So that is our new normal to the average human being. He doesn't need to know music production or anything, but that is it. So if your song is a bit lower quality or standard, They feel it, they know, they just know that, no, this song is not nice. Why? It's because of quality. It's all pattern recognition. We know that this is how Afrobeat is supposed to go, right? And this is how the beat is supposed to go. This is the quality of the beat. So we don't hear that like, oh no, this song is not nice. Gary? Now let me give you another scenario. If you have eaten bread for a very long time, bread and drink. Now one day you're just giving just the bread with no drink. You're going to feel something. Not because you know anything, because this is now your new normal. Bread and drink. So now why am I saying all this? All to say that you need to invest in production. It's two things. It's either you spend your time learning how to produce yourself, learning it the right way, or get somebody to help you to do that. Now this one costs money, and this one, you yourself, it costs time. So you choose. And another thing that people do when they are putting out their music is something that they call the cover art. What we see first before we even press play on the music platform. Now the cover art should be of a certain quality, not like overly high standard or some drawing animation. No, it should just be in line with the type of music you are releasing at that time. Number 3, you have to plan for promotion. Now this thing is very, very important. You have to find a way to promote your song. One way to do that is to give what I'd like to call a free sample. When you go to all those wine tasting events and all those things, they give you a free sample that you should taste. Now here's the mistake that a lot of people make. They make their free sample trash. Now if I go and taste a drink and the drink is trash, do you think that I'm going to buy the drink? No, I'm not going to spend money on it because first of all, the free sample was trash. So here's what you do. When you're promoting your music, you give them the high of the song. And the high of the song most of the time is going to be the chorus. Now here's the other mistake that people make. Let me explain it. Most of the time when you put your songs on Spotify, Apple Music, let's take it as this is the platform, right? They give you a space to play a snippet of your song. And the mistake that people make is that they're just going to play the chorus, right? But you don't just play the chorus. What you have to do is that you have to give somebody what we call the establishing shot. And when I say the establishing shot, now this is my surrounding. This is my establishing shot. Before I spoke, I gave you everything I'm going to talk about, right? Good. So now if I send you to the chorus straight, it's just going to be, it's sudden. Obviously the chorus is nice, but I have to transition you into the chorus. So you have to bring the bridge before the chorus. And that's what's going to make the people like the song more. If I just play the chorus, it's going to be the high part. But if I play the bridge to the chorus, it's like I'm rising to the chorus. So something low to the high. Let me tell you something about cars, right? It's not the top speed. When we are speeding, it's not the top speed that is the fun part. No, it's the acceleration from the 0 to 100 within 2 seconds. That is the fun part. The top speed, we're already at the top speed already. It's not fun, it's the acceleration. Good, so remember with that analogy, we go from the bridge to the chorus. So every time you are posting your snippet of the song, don't just post the chorus like that. Post like the bridge, like the snippet of small of the bridge, then you move to the chorus. It's going to make the song sound a lot nicer. Do you understand? Now let me give you an example with the Wando music. I'm going to play the chorus first. Now I'm going to play the bridge before the chorus and see the difference. You see? Okay, step number 3. Build hype before the release. Now listen very carefully, I'm going to teach you something. Look at somebody like Rema. What did he do? Is it a crime? He released a snippet. He put it out there. There are 2 reasons why he did that. Number 1, they were collecting market data. Good. Number 2, they were building hype before the release of the song. Now he said he's releasing the song. I'm sure he released the song before this video comes out. There are several ways you can build hype as an independent artist. Number 1, post behind the scenes. You see, people like a good story. And now here's the trick about a good story. A good story always has trials and tribulations. So when you're posting your behind the scenes, post what it took you to make that song, the trials and tribulations, all those things. They call it the hero journey. You understand? Now, when you're watching a movie and everything is all roses and sunshines, you don't enjoy it. But you know, when everything goes into turmoil and they have to climb up and all that. Exactly. So when you're posting your behind the scenes, think of it like you're making a movie. You're telling a story. If you watch my movie, my storytelling channel, Emotion Controller, you understand what I mean. Number 2, post teasers and short clips. Now this is self-explanatory. You understand? You're supposed to tease them, show them what is coming. Now, I have a piano course. Some of you guys know that I'm doing a piano course, right? Now, if you don't know, now you know. Now, if I post something like this, and I put a caption on that which says anticipate. Now all of you are like, oh my God, what is he going to release? Exactly. That is very, very important. Number 3, influencer marketing. Now at this point, you should have your ideal fan already. And you have defined it already, because now your ideal fan have interest, and their interest will be in line with the influencer too that they love. There'll be one particular influencer that has a lot of audiences, and now you will have to go to that influencer for that influencer to promote your song for you, right? And of course, I mean, you will have to pay. It's not free. The bigger the influencer, the more they're going live. Now this one, if you are not a shy person, right, going live is very, very, very good. Very, very effective way of creating a very loyal fan base. Why? Because people like fast wins. Now, if I send you an email right now, it might take you 2 days or 3 days to respond. But if you are live and I say hi, you say hello, thank you for joining the live, thanks for the, whatever they say. Do you understand? These are techniques. Now, there's one thing that a lot of people do, the big boys, right? They call it the pre-release campaign. They post TikTok stories, posts about the release of their latest song. You see it a lot. Now, the last one is exclusivity. Now, this one is very, very important. That is if you already have a loyal fan base already, right? Loyal. All you need to do is to tell them that if they pre-save your audio or your song, you're going to give them an exclusive unreleased song. You know, people like to feel important. They like to feel that they are part of a secret society or something. So now when you do that, you'll be like, oh, I'm going to pre-save because I'm going to get access to this exclusive song, unreleased song. Like I said, you have to have a loyal fan base already, because if you are nobody, if you do that, who's this guy?
Release day strategy.
Now listen carefully. Most of the time, it's not advisable to announce a song and then release the song on the same day. Let me explain. Now, if you plan to release the song on Friday, right? Let me just leave the date, 26th February. It is not advisable to announce the song on 26th February and upload the song on the same 25th February. The reason is that not all the audio platforms are going to make the song available on that day for you, right? Now here's the thing, you're going to use a distribution platform like what, DistroKid, to upload your songs. Now DistroKid will just tell you that the songs have been uploaded, right? But now it is left with these platforms to now make it available for the general public. Maybe Apple Music might use a week, Spotify might use 2 weeks, Amazon Music and all those things. Now, if you announce the song and then you release the song, and now people use other platforms like what, Amazon Music and all those things, and the song is not out, you have lost the customer. So the best thing that you need to do is to release or upload the song a month prior. So if it is 26th February that you want to release it, just put it up on 26th January, so that now you'll be assured that at the time that you are going to announce the song, all the platforms have made the song available. You understand what I meant? So now once everything is out, good. One of the things that you can do is you can post a reel of you talking, doing anything else, right? But the song is playing in the background. The best form of advertisement is when there's no advertisement at all. Trust me on this one. Let me give you an example.
Hey, what's up guys? How we doing? How's your day?
Well, my day is good, but my day is gonna get better. It's gonna be chill today. First of all, I'm going to the vet to pick my cat up. My cat was sick, you get me? Then I'm gonna go to the beach just to cool down. Now you see, the song is playing in the background. Exactly. The other thing that you could do is a lyric video. Now it's advisable that when you're posting the song on YouTube or all the video platforms, you don't just take the cover photo and put it there and then just allow the song to play. No, the viewers are going to get bored. Put some engagement inside. Something like a lyric video does well. You see the artists do it a lot. So for a song like God of Wonders by Wondu Music, the main video is out. If you haven't checked it out, go and check it out. The link is going to be in the description. But let's just say the video wasn't out. What we are going to do is a lyric video. Something like this. Now, Facebook groups are another good way to share your song when you've released the song. And now, if we are talking about Wondu Music, the song I just played, what will be the ideal fans? Gospel people. So we have to look for gospel Facebook groups, right? I know people are like, about Facebook, but Facebook still works. Now here's a good thing. If you are not even finding any gospel groups, if your song sounds like a particular artist, you could drop your song in that particular artist's fan page or fan group or all those things. For that, you have to talk to the fan page owners and all that thing. That is you, that is not me. Now let's talk about Wando Music, the gospel group. For that, let's just say they sound like William, I like that name, William McDowell, right? They find a group, fan page of William McDowell, and then they try to, talk, and they say, oh, let's put our song there. That is all agreements, but you just try to find out where your ideal fans are hanging out online. And another way to get loyal fans is if you reply to what? Their DMs or their comments. Now that is also very, very important. Like if somebody talks to you and then you reply back, you're creating a relationship. They're going to be much more engaged and they are going to share your song. If you tell them to, please share my song. Oh, I'll do, because now we are friends. Created the illusion. Good. You are friends then. I know the last one I'm going to say is quite annoying, but tag. It doesn't hurt, you never know until you try. Just tag somebody, tag an influencer, and then they might see, they might listen to the song. If it's nice, they might repost, they might reshare. Who knows? You never know until you try.
Post-release growth and promotion.
Number 1, playlists. You can't go wrong with that. Playlist, everybody knows the definition of playlist. Playlist is a place where somebody has grouped songs to be played and enjoyed and listened to, whether personally or group of people. Now, a playlist is a very effective way to promote your songs, especially big playlists, right? Like I said, we have your ideal fans already. And now your ideal fans will listen to a specific type of music. And now you have to look for the specific type of music that your ideal fans will listen to. And obviously your ideal fans have to love your music too. So they will have a playlist that they listen to. So they have big playlists, Spotify playlists and all those things. You have to go to those playlist owners and talk to them. It's all about negotiation, about agreement. And they put your song there. And so now when those fans are listening to the song, like, okay, this is a new song. Oh, let me listen to it. Okay, mad, I like it. Another way is reaching out to blogs, YouTube channels, for a feature, all those stuff. Now let me tell you something about influencer marketing or influencers. You see, influencers are not going to help you for free unless you provide them value initially. Now, if you are lower than the influencer is the higher person, you have to find a way to provide them value first so that they notice you, especially if you are doing it for free. I mean, the value, if you are doing it, value can be money. Of course, if you are giving them money, you'll be like, oh, okay, I can help you and all those things. So then you can be able to collab with them, because if you collab with somebody, you're able to feed off their fan bases, and some of their fan bases are going to like your song. I just want you to know this. If you've not learned anything from this video, is that human beings are selfish. You just have to find their level of selfishness and tap into it and use it to your favor. Another way is to repurpose content. Now, when we say repurpose content, most of the time we are repurposing the content for shorter channels, right? Your main song, your whole song is going to be on YouTube. It's going to be like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, all that stuff. But not everybody is going to watch a short for 10 minutes. So what you have to do is to repurpose the content from this way to that way. And now, this is the trick, so listen carefully. When you are chopping up the clips or your song, you don't just chop up the song just like that. You have to give context about what you're about to talk about, and that is going to be the hook. Sometimes you're going to, like what I said, you have to give, before you talk about the chorus, you have to talk about the bridge, you understand? So we have to create like some rise. The bridge is like, you understand? So you play from that side to the chorus, and that's when people are going to like the song more. Because if you start playing the chorus on the short clip, people will be like, oh, okay, there's no high. But if you give them a low and then you give them a high, they'll be like, okay, the song is nice. But if you just start with the high, no. Give them the low and go to the high. One effective way you can also do this thing is by using something that we call a hook. Let me give you an example. Something like this.
I just discovered the best African gospel song this year. And if you doubt me, just listen to this.
See, by now you are wondering, what is the best African gospel song? What is he talking about? So you would stay to watch for another 5 seconds. So now I have to captivate your attention for another 5 seconds. The important thing here is that I have to give you short wins. Now that is how we clip. The first thing is that I have hook you. And when I hook you, in the next 5 seconds, I should give you a short win. When I play the song and I indicate something, my enthusiasm, all those things are short wins. So you stay for longer and you begin to like the song. Repurposing content is another ball game altogether. It's a skill that you have to master. Another thing that you can do is to create challenges. Now, all those challenges, those dance challenges especially. Now, here's the trick about dance challenges. If you're a dancer, you're an upcoming dancer, and you are dancing, make the dance challenges you are doing for songs easy to follow. Because which people are the large demographic? The people who don't know how to dance. So if you make the dance easy for everybody to follow, like everybody's going to try their hands on it. And you know what that does? It makes the song blow up. Because once everybody does it, the song is in the algorithm, bam, the song goes up. Now that is one thing that the upcoming dancers should know. Don't try to do any break dance that we know. No. We know you can dance, but entertain the general public. Don't entertain the dancers. That's what most dancers who do dance challenges don't get. The general public, just give them Can they follow the That's all. Your song. Boom. So now we move on to the perform. This is another thing that you have to do after you have released your song. Right? You have venues, live performances do well, right? When you have released your song, go to places and perform it live. You are engaging with the audience. Remember what I said about fast wins, right? I've already spoken about live already. Doing TikTok and Instagram lives have a way of pushing your song more. And one of the most proven ways since time immemorial is collaborating with other artists. After you've released the song, try and get a bigger artist or another artist with your caliber to feature on it. Because what happens is that you guys have your own fan bases. And this guy too has his own fan bases. And now when you collab, this guy taps into this guy taps into this guy. It's a win-win, basically. That is the reason for features. So try and get a feature when and after you have released the song. It's very, very important. Imagine you get Sarkodie on your song. Let me see how I can draw Sarkodie. Now guys, my final tip is to keep on pushing this song 3 months after. Now guys, my final tip I'll leave is keep on promoting your song 3 months after you've released the song. Now you don't just put the song out there and just say, okay, let it fly. No. Do it for about 3 months. Just test the waters, because it's also a learning phase for you. Because if you're upcoming and you're independent, man, you gotta work, my boy. You gotta be a generalist before you be a specialist. Now here's the thing. If you're upcoming, you're one person, you have to learn how to do a lot of things. But now if you get a team, you can now distribute the work. This guy does this, this guy does this, this guy does that. And you've got to be consistent, my guy. Release high quality music consistently. Try and get better every single time you release another song. And trust me on this one, you're going to see results. Well, I hope that you've learned something new from this particular video. And until next time, be creative.